Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Typical Skeptic Podcast. I got my really good friend with me tonight, Castaldo, and we're going to be doing a special mystical spiral crystal sale. We said live auction, but it's not going to be like an auction. Like, I'm not going to be using the auctioneer voice or anything like that. We're just going to be like showing you guys crystals and letting you pick from them in real time. And hopefully a lot of people order, and you can use the code Typical Skeptic 12. And one thing I wanted to say, today's St. Patrick's Day, so happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. But remember, and I think Rock can verify this, the whole myth behind St. Patrick's Day was St. Patrick, it was that he supposedly kicked the snakes out of Ireland, but then you learn that there were no snakes in Ireland, and that was actually a metaphor for him kicking the Druids.
The Druids, yeah.
This is a holiday, definitely of religious oppression, where the Druids were oppressed by the Catholics, but we still celebrate it, right? I got my green shirt on. Anyway, my good friend Rock Castaldo, I'm going to read his bio. He's an esoteric researcher, psychic seer, and practitioner of Strega lineage wisdom. He was born inside the call, a rare birth condition historically associated with prophetic and psychic abilities. Ra has spent decades studying ancient traditions, mythology, occult sciences, and plasma physics. Through his research and teachings on his platform, Exploring the Call with Ra, Ra investigates the hidden connections between ancient civilizations, cosmic energies, mythology, and consciousness. His work often bridges spiritual traditions with emerging ideas in plasma physics and energetic cosmology, offering a unique perspective on forgotten knowledge embedded within ancient cultures. And yeah, I'd like to give him a big warm welcome back to the show. Ra, thanks so much for coming back on, man. How's everything going?
Thanks, brother. Thanks for having me on. I thought it would be interesting to do this. Maybe we should even do it like once a week or once a month or whatever, And I figured we would do all price ranges, like some gems that are crystals that are a couple of dollars each, and all price ranges, so everybody can have a pick from what they like.
Yeah, hell yeah. And was I right about that myth about St. Patrick's Day? Maybe you could tell us a little bit about that to start off. Like, do you know about that?
Yeah, well, it definitely has to do with the Druids. And St. Patrick is, I have a whole thesis on St. Patrick if you ever want to do a show on it. Who he was, and he has a lot of, he even was resurrecting people from the dead.
What?
Things like that as well. Yeah, really? he had dug up 7 foot tall kings, and also, I have a whole thesis on here. Hold on.
Nephilim kings, would you say?
Yeah, definitely related to that bloodline, for sure. Yeah, dude, definitely. So St. Patrick, me and Gary Wayne did a show on this a couple of years back that I really recommend on my channel. Yeah, St. Patrick, dude, he has multiple accounts, all these miracles that the Roman Catholic Church attribute to him. And his story was interesting because he kind of, they say he was born into maybe like the lineage of an adept, but then he ended up as a slave for a while, and then he ended up as an apprentice under like a high level Druids. Like, he learned from Druids, right?
And he ended up taking the Druids out of Ireland, right?
Yeah, and then when he first had a duel with one of the Druid priests, he levitated the guy off the ground and slammed him down to his death.
Holy shit.
Right. And there was a whole bunch of other things that he did. And then he started having all these resurrections. Dude, he basically was responsible for converting an island of pagans to Christianity, to Roman Catholicism.
Yeah, that's why, like, I'm always real, like, I don't know if you're with me on this, but I'm always real, like, I'm really hard on the Abrahamic religions, Christianity, Judaism, Islam. I feel like they're old, and they feel like, I feel like they all have value to some extent. Like, I'm not being ignorant towards them, but I feel like they've caused more trouble than they have good, you know, like, between all the oppression and all the crazy stuff that we hear about in Islam, and then, like, we hear crazy stuff about Judaism, and we hear crazy stuff about Christianity. You know what I mean? Like, we could just start naming things. You know what I mean? It definitely seems like they're more, I don't know, like.
Yeah, for sure, dude. They have at least 33 resurrection miracles attributed to St. Patrick's in the Roman Catholic Church. 33 of them, and there was, I got to find the one where. Here it is. So check this out. I'll read you a little bit right here. So then St. Patrick, there was a prince in Humestia who was baptized. Later, he expressed unbelief. After St. Patrick quoted very. All right, I'll get to the point. Patrick signed the tomb of the grandfather with his staff, had opened it up and prayed. A man of very great height, almost as big as a giant, who had recently been raised from a huge tomb by Patrick, came forth from the tomb. He described the torments that went on when he was in hell, and St. Patrick baptized him. He received the Eucharist, and then he retired again back to his sepulcher, his grave, and then slept. So St. Patrick was resurrecting these big, huge, giant dudes from the dead just to claim and baptize them to Christianity and put on this like. So, dude, what's going on here? Was he having people dug up from the grave and somebody walk him around like he was alive and to convert people?
Question. Like, do you think Christianity has mystic power like that?
That's a good question. I do think it is possible to. There might be a good number of these experiences where people were in comas or they seem to be dead and then they came back to life. That does happen, right? But when you have the cases where people are buried for long periods of time, and then they're describing him digging them up from the ground and resurrecting them from the dead, that's completely different, and even some of them being dead for years.
Yeah.
And then coming back to life. Even, you have Saint Vincent Ferrer. He was another one, dude. There's over 400 resurrection miracles attributed to the Roman Catholic saints, including Jesus.
Wow.
Jesus has two or three.
Do you think they were tapping into something that they learned in the mystery schools and they just brought it over to Christianity, even Jesus?
I think it's quite possible that there was an ancient technology, especially if we want to talk about if there were civilizations like Atlanteans that had special staffs that can regenerate the cells, because St. Patrick always carried around this spiral staff, this crooked staff, the staff of the solar shepherds and the solar priests.
Dude,
right?
What's so crazy about that? David Sarita, like, I know you don't agree with all his stuff, but he says something really important. He says Jesus would always tell his disciples, you don't go anywhere without your staff or something like that. Like, he made them have their staff, and like there's supposedly magical powers in those staffs.
Yeah, that goes back to like the solar dynasties and the crook staff. I truly believe that's tapping into the powers of the solar, the coronal mass ejection and the crooked flame of the sun. It's all symbolism, but there probably was a high technology staff like that as well that was regenerating things, regenerating cells, right? So, and it goes all the way back to Atlantis, I think, But of course, we can't prove that.
Yeah, but like when you're talking about people resurrecting people, that's high magic. That's magic on a level that like we don't even understand to this day,
Yeah, but it goes back as far as we have recorded history. There's people that have been able to resurrect people all throughout our history. So
even Nathaniel Gillis, that demonic researcher, he says that like back in the day they would make eye idols out of things, and they would put things in the eyes, and the spirit would inhabit the eyes of the. You know what I mean? Did you ever hear about that?
Well, it's cross-cultural. I mean, they have all sorts of things that the spirits of the gods would inherit them. Like in ancient, the Canaanites had the teraphim of the Asherah teraphim ritual statues and it would be a similar thing. And dude, not to mention that many of these ancient cults would have frenzied dancing that would open up portals, right? Yeah. Where you would get into an ecstatic state from dancing. Where do you think like this is where like nightclubs and the music, this is how like you can open up doorways just from being in an ecstatic state and dancing to certain frequencies and stuff like that, right? So there were tribes that were opening doorways just from like a frenzied dance at specific magnetic anomalies and in ancient sites like dolmens and megalithic tombs and stuff like that. There, even there was this colony in southern Italy called Tarentum, right? This is the word where tarantula comes from. Where it was a Greek colony, but in southern Italy, it was if someone got bit by a tarantula, they would go into like a frenzied dance to dance out the poison to cure themselves. Really cool stuff.
Dude, you know it's so crazy. There's a town right near me called Trentham. I swear to God, it's like 5 towns over, but it's somewhat near me. It's called Trent. It's like, yeah, I swear to God, it's called. It's funny,
Yeah,
you
that
know.
was an ancient Greek colony, and they would do like a frenzied dance if they got bit by a tarantula to get to cure themselves of the poison.
So do you think that's why there's power in like raves and concerts and stuff when there's large groups of people? Like, remember that thing that happened at Astro World or Astro that rapper or something? They thought that he was doing like a human sacrifice with a bunch of people. A bunch of people died at that concert. You know what I'm talking about? I don't
Oh
know.
wait, I don't know if I remember that, but dude, I witnessed it firsthand. Like I grew up going into the New York City nightclub scene, and one of the nightclubs I used to frequent was a on 20th and 6th was a Gothic church that they
Yeah.
converted into a nightclub, but the outside was a landmark. So it was a cathedral, Gothic cathedral, and inside
Whoa.
it was called the Limelight. It's a famous nightclub from New York
Yeah, I've
City,
heard of
right?
it.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, so one of my good friends used to be the coat checker there, and I used to like work with her at night and hang out there. We used to go there all the time. And dude, when you mix hallucinogenics with frenzied dancing and electronic music and certain frequencies, you open doorways and portals. Like, so yes, a lot of stuff happens in those clubs, and I've witnessed it. Right. And I've seen some demonic stuff go on, and people's faces shift, and they were there, that like certain satanic groups would hang out in those clubs as well, like the Cult of Satan and the Temple of Set and all the people like that. They would the Process Church, all those groups would go there, and it was a pretty crazy scene for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I don't know if we should bring this up, but like, because we got to get into the crystals. But like,
Yeah,
I
let's get
think we
into it.
should let the audience build up a little bit. Like, we have
Yeah,
24
it's,
people.
St. Patrick's Day is a very interesting time though. But the whole thing with the resurrection miracles and all of them. Go check out the show I did with Gary Wayne. It's on my channel. And we did like a 2-hour show about that on Truth when I was on Truth Frequency Radio, because he has all these resurrection miracles where he was converting people through his resurrection. He would go to a town and be like, "Oh, you have the king of this town, the king of the area. His daughter and son recently died because they were sick. Oh, show me where they are. Oh, they're buried on the hill. Dig them up."
Yeah,
And he would
I'd like to
resurrect
have
them
you.
from the dead.
Yeah, I'd like to have you and Gary Wayne on my show and have you guys just get into the gods and like that's one thing that you guys can like really go riff on. Like, I've heard you and Gary, you guys can really like go in on the gods and like you guys know that like the ancient mythologies and traditions. You guys know that, like, I don't know anybody better, honestly, besides you guys. Like, you
Well,
two, I would say, are the best at that.
well, I would hope so, dude, because like both Gary and I have dedicated our whole lives to the work, right? So I've been doing it for over 30 years, and Gary as well has been doing it for over 30 years. So between the two of us, we have over 60 years of research,
Yeah.
and that's something that can't be messed with. Right?
Hell yeah. Yeah.
You know
Hell
what I
yeah.
mean? And we come from like we have like common ground, even though we come from different areas and different backgrounds. And it's pretty interesting because people probably wouldn't realize that I've influenced his work just as much as he's influenced some of my work, if not more.
Yeah.
A lot of the research books that he gets and stuff like that, he's actually found through me, like the Ugaritic translations and stuff. A lot of the books I've recommended became some of his main books of research.
Yeah. And what's weird is like he's like a Christian too, right? And like you guys still like are able to like conversate pretty well back and forth. Like, you guys never have any issues or anything like that. Like,
well, I was raised Roman Catholic Christian as well, and I have the Strega in my blood, but I mean Strega is combined with Christianity, right? So and I always grew up. I believe that Jesus is God. When God wanted to take a human form, he came as the form of Jesus, right? And other bloodlines, like the Nephilim bloodlines, they tried bringing avatars in similar ways, right? But they weren't pure from the creator of it all, right? they tried bringing, different avatars in through rituals and stuff like that, but they were antichrist type figures. But Jesus was a pure being of light that came here to help us. All right, and I truly believe that the creator of the universe, when he wanted to take human form, he came in the form of Jesus.
So you think Jesus was somewhat like the Son of Man or something, or the son of God?
I think the moment that he was crucified, something magical happened in the soul of humanity. A ripple effect happened.
It's weird. Like I feel like religion was corrupted, but I do feel like there's power in the name of Jesus. You know what I mean? Like there definitely seems to be power in that name.
Sure,
It's
dude,
like
I feel that. Yeah, I feel that we're gonna see that he's gonna come back in a different way within the light of the heaven. It's gonna be in a different form this time.
Yeah.
Right. And we're in for a radical change on this planet.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's it. Yeah. But do you think that's what like all this shit is heating up for? Like, do you think that's
the very places where Jesus first arose, first shown himself, and places where he was crucified are the places that are in the most turmoil now?
Gaza, right? Israel, yeah.
And this is the place where he will show. This makes sense. This is the place that he's going to show himself.
Wow, that's heavy, dude. That's that's yeah. Well, do you want to start with the crystals? So how do you want to do this? Like so we're going to do a crystal show tonight, guys. Like you guys can bid on crystal. I don't know if we'll bid on them, or how exactly do you want to do? You just want to show them and let people see if they want to buy, however you want to do it. Like,
well, I figured we start with, I have a whole bunch of crystal balls that are that have been carved right here by the Mystical Spiral store from Brazilian quartz, all different little sizes. Some even big if you wanted them, but I figured we'd start with those. And then I have a whole bunch of palm stones to show you of all different stuff. I have a whole bunch of spheres. I have a whole bunch of spiral devices, amulets. So I thought we would start off with one product at a time.
That sounds good. Yeah.
And what do you think? And then I have like little taggies. So, and if people want to claim things, we could do them in several ways. If you want to just buy off my website, you could use the coupon code Typical Skeptic 12, because Rob gets his percentage as a coupon code, because then you get 12% off with every order. So you could buy whatever's on my website if you want to do that. It's Mystical Spiral, themysticalspiralstore.com. But if you want to claim stuff in the chat right now, you claim right now. You can also, I recommend, go on my website, the Mystical Spiral Store, and sign up for an account. It's free. You just sign up for an account, make an account on my website. This way, whatever you claim, I could just make you an invoice on my website. If you don't want to do it that way, I can make you an invoice on PayPal. You could pay me in all different ways. Cash App. I mean, there's all the different ways if you don't want to do an invoice on my site. But that would be the best.
Derek said he would already buy some. Derek said he would buy like a small $7 crystal or $10. I don't know. He says, I'll buy a $7 crystal for someone. He said, you guys can pick who gets it. Cool. If you have some smaller stuff, like
I have all sizes. That's why. So check it. It's taken us over 10 years to be able to have our own in-house carved crystals. And we do all the copper work and all the carvings and everything ourselves. So right here, I have all AAA grade Brazilian quartz crystal balls in here. I don't know if you guys can see how many there, but
wow,
there's a good amount, right?
One out, show us like what the
These are all high grade, AAA grade crystal balls.
Oh, those are cool.
Yep, and most of them got rainbow in them, and they're very high grade. I'll show each one up close, and you could get really bigger ones too. These all have high rainbow in them, and really, really high quality. All right, I have all sizes. And guys, I can even wrap them in copper coils if you guys want them into pendants and amulets or talismans as well. So I have all those crystal balls ready. I also have all different types of spheres. If you want bigger spheres, we got everything from big moonstone spheres, golden healer quartz spheres, big fluorite spheres, blue tiger's eye. I mean, all different types of spheres. So we got all sizes, and then I have a whole bunch of Herkimer diamonds, all different sizes, palm stones. So I figure we'll start with some of the crystal balls, or if you guys want to start with the palm stones first.
That sounds good.
So yeah, the crystal balls are pretty cool. They're all different sizes. These are Brazilian quartz. And I can always pick out the ones with the most rainbows.
How much are those usually? Like,
well, I'm gonna do it by weight too. So
yeah.
This one has a nice rainbow on it. So we could do this one for $9 plus shipping.
That's
this
cool.
is really
So
high quality.
Right now, if anyone wants to claim that would be $9 plus shipping. That's a good little crystal. And I just want to show people this. I always show this. Like my red light's on, so like, but this is an idea of like what I got from Ra's store. This was like $30. Like it's a cool crystal skull, and it has like rainbow in it. You know, you can get this on his website too, guys. And he might show some of this stuff tonight. But like, see, I was showing him this thing that I got from you, Ra. This sorry. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. We'll do two different sizes for that.
Yeah. We had a question in the chat. This is from Eric. He just wants to know. He says, Rod, do you have or can you make a video of someone carving a crystal skull? He said, always wondered how it's done. Do we?
Yeah. Yeah, I have a whole bunch of videos that you could post about it.
That's cool. Yeah.
I'm gonna pick out a whole a group of them. So yeah, this one is about. These are AAA grade quality crystals too, crystal balls. And so the bigger ones come with stands, the bigger spheres. These little ones. Seeing if I have little plastic stands, I also have that you can put on these. I can include little stands with these as well. These plastic stands. And see, these are really great too. If you guys get a little stand for these, they go perfectly on the stands.
This Jim dude's causing problems in the chat, and I don't have a problem with him. I was just trying to say he's acting like we're doing an infomercial. I'm like, no, dude, it's like it's not about that. It's about doing something different at a time when the entire world is on edge because our world is about to be at war, and we're just trying to provide something fun and different for you guys, so we don't have to think about the war right now.
Yeah, it's okay. He doesn't have to watch if you don't want. If you don't want to watch, what the hell? What's the difference?
Yeah,
go
he acts like we're making like all kinds of money or something. You know what I mean? Like it's like no, we're not. You know, like I think I get 10% or something if I sell something on Ra's site. You know, like it's nothing. You know, we're doing this for the fun of it, guys. You know, and to generate some. Yeah, we'll generate something for me and Ra, obviously. Yeah, you know, but like. You know,
yeah, these are really nice size crystal. These are really cool crystal balls. So I'll include the two for $10 with these ones, these size.
Wow, that's cool. 2 for $10.
And I think it's like $5 shipping to ship these ones. And anything over 13 ounces will do flat rate, which is $10 shipping. So
yeah, that's cool. And sometimes when people buy like more, you throw in a free gift, right? Like some people buy like $50 more or something like.
Yep. And then so let me know if anybody's into these size crystal balls, because I'm not going to show. They're all pretty similar quality. They're all AAA grade quality. So if anybody wants any of those sizes, that's what I'll do for those. So if you want bigger sizes, I have 2 for $10. I got the $20 crystal balls. We have $50 crystal balls, and on and up. and then we'll go to palm stones if you guys want to see some palm stones. So we got a whole bunch of labradorite palm stones. We got black obsidian palm stones, golden flash obsidian palm stones, reticulated quartz palm stones. So I'll start with some of the labradorite. These are really this is the purple flash labradorite palm stones. Dude, I just got a cramp in my leg because I was sitting on my leg going backwards for a minute, and I got a cramp in my freaking leg.
They want to know, how does it work? They said, did they send me the money? No, you send the money to Raw. Like you just buy.
Yeah, I'll make an invoice for you.
So they just go on your website and buy it now, or like, is there any way they can do it? Like, can they PayPal you or something, or what?
Yeah, you guys can. I'll write down everything you guys claim here if you want to do it here, and I'll make an invoice for them on my website. Just let me know your name and stuff, and if you want to send me the money PayPal, we could do it like that. But I was gonna write everything down and make an invoice for each person that, that claims stuff.
Yeah, I just was saying they might. Will they be able to find it easily on the store and stuff? Like yeah.
Yeah, well, this stuff I'm doing better deals here, right? And a lot of this stuff you'll find on the store too. But I'm grabbing stuff that's not even on my store too. But you can find.
Okay, so we'll just do it like this. If you guys want to, if you guys want to claim something now, just claim it in the chat, and then maybe Rock can write it. You can send them the money. How would that be good to do it like that or something? Or
yeah, no, I think.
What do you think?
Yeah, just in the chat room, let me know what they could claim.
I don't know. They could send you the money, or just. Oh my God. I guess buy it up or whatever you think is better. I don't know.
Yeah, let them claim it in the chat room, and I'll write down what they want, each person. I could see the chat room. I have it here. Is there a delay again?
Yeah. My camera's starting to freeze. I think there is. I think I have a delay. Yeah. I got to try to shut some programs down. I don't know what's going on. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you. I think there was like a delay again.
Yeah. This is from Eric. Eric wants to know. He says, Rob, when you transition to the next set of gems, can you please show a $20 and $50 crystal ball?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So.
Oh, Derek said, can you put your PayPal? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Rob. Derek said, can you put your PayPal in the chat, and then they can just send you money PayPal, and just maybe they could write down what they want. Like, or is that okay? Or?
Yeah.
That way we can get you some sales right now,
Yeah. So.
And I guess they can't use the code then, but they would, but it would be, but you're giving better deals on here anyway, though, right? Like, so it's, yeah.
Yeah. So the $50, this is really worth it. So the $50 crystal ball, really high quality. I'll include the glass stand with it. This has really incredible rainbow all throughout it. And I'll include also a little guy with it as well for $50. And this is really worth it. This is a really nice size. And the quality is friggin' stellar, dude. If you see this in person, you'll realize it's all rainbow throughout, and it's really high quality. That's a really nice size too. So that's a $50 one, and I'll include the little guy with it. Am I freezing up, or is everything good?
No, you're good. You're good. I think I was freezing up. Yeah.
Yeah, and this, dude, I don't know if you guys can see all the rainbow on this, but this is a pretty big size, and let me see what it weighs. It's 4 ounces. It's like a little over 4 ounces. And the rainbow is incredible all throughout that. You guys got to see it in person. It doesn't do it justice.
That's cool.
And I even have like a lot of natural citrine towers from Brazil. I have heat treated citrine, which is less expensive if you guys want the less expensive citrine. But I have the more rare and hard to find high quality citrine directly from Brazil as well. If you guys want that master carved AAA grade towers, I have these really high quality palm stones of reticulated quartz. These are AAA grade. You guys can see right through them. I mean, these are really high quality reticulated quartz palm stones as well. All different sizes. If people want those, these are really cool. The yin and yang, really powerful reticulated quartz palm stones. So we have those available. And I have so much of the labradorite with the rare purple flash that everybody, the highly sought after purple flash all over this labradorite. Really cool. These palm stones. So we'll do with the palm stones, 2 for $30 for the labradorite palm stones. And that's shipping included with those. It's like basically $20 plus shipping, $22 plus shipping for the two of them. Hand carved right here by the Mystical Spiral store. You got two palm stones, one for each hand, and they all have the high quality purple and mixed flash on them, both sides. On you guys can't really see it on the camera, but each one of them have full flash on both sides of the labradorite. Let me see if I can get. I don't know if see the light. I won't be able to get a good, but it's got purple flash. This is not a good angle for you guys to see here, but it's got the purple flash all over both sides. And this one even has rainbow and purple flash all over it. Yeah, you guys can see it. See that? Look at that. That purple flash all over it. Yeah, you guys can see it. I can see it in the camera. And this one has the purple flash all over this side as well. Look at that.
That's cool, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Someone sent trolls to the chat, and I know who it was. They just gave themselves away. I know who it was. Like, it's a loser that I used to date. It's a loser that I used to date. I know that's exactly what it is. Like,
you guys can see the flat. Yeah, you know what? I could zoom in if I went from my like my phone and stuff like that. But we also have, if you guys are looking for black obsidian, this is the look at the flash all over the black obsidian. You'll see it's like a silver flash. Look at that. See it?
that's cool. Hell yeah. That's beautiful.
This is a black obsidian sphere or ball, crystal ball. And this also comes with the stand. And this has got the high quality flash, silver flash. Look at that.
I love that, man. That's beautiful. That's really cool. Hell yeah.
Yep, the black obsidian with the silver flash. This is $35 shipping included. That's a great deal. That's a great deal right there for this.
Hell yeah.
It comes with the stand, and I'll also include a free gift.
Anchor Haven says obsidian is great for grounding and heart healing.
Yeah, I also have the golden flash obsidian and palm stones. If you guys are interested, I'll show you what they look like. So if you guys want the golden flash obsidian palm stones, I got really high quality ones, and pretty much they're really big size too. And these have the flash. Let me show you guys all over each side. Let me show you guys. Let me get a good angle.
Hey, Michelle, glad you're here. Black feather in the wind. That Michelle, not the other Michelle. I mean,
See that golden flash all over it?
I love that. Now, how much is that usually?
I'll do the same price for this. $30 plus $35. And it's a pretty big size palm stone. And this is AAA grade golden flash obsidian, black obsidian, and this one weighs 3 ounces, 2.97 ounces. And you guys can see this has got the rare golden flash all over it. See that?
I love
See
that.
Look at that golden flash all over there. On both sides. Got the golden flash. Very beautiful. Golden flash obsidian. Look at that golden flash on there.
I love that. That's beautiful, man.
Yep.
They said it's a little dark. Like, is there any? I don't know. Anchor Haven said they can't see the
not
flash.
the right camera to do this. Yeah, unfortunately. But they're really the highest quality obsidian you could find. And you can see it has the golden flash. Look at that.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a palm stone. We'll do the set if people want the set for 2 for $40. That's a good deal. I also have the eggs of golden flash obsidian. Look at all that golden flash all over it. These are beautiful. And we got the bigger spheres. We got the bloodstone. Bloodstone and pyrite.
Dude, I love that's beautiful, man. That's really cool.
Yeah, and all these ones come with stands. So these are really nice. And this is pretty heavy, these ones. This one is big size. So this one is 9 ounces. This is a large 9 ounces. So I'll do this for $40 in shipping. That's a good price. That's a very large size too.
This is from Odessa Rules, and she said Odessa Rules says I have his crystals in copper. They are amazing. Thank you, Odessa. Thank you.
Yeah, no, we could go to the spiral devices in a little bit. I got everything, even high end copper. Like if you guys want, I mean, the lowest I can go is $1,000 on stuff like this on this one, but this is a huge harmonizer.
Holy shit.
Yep. So I got everything that you guys, even if you want the advanced AccuVax for around the ears, copper coils for around the ear and head, the Triskelion. This is the advanced copper work. So I got, if you guys are just want copper and stuff too, we can, but I figured I was going to do like, stuff more affordable for people. Like I have all price ranges. If you guys want to harmonize your greenhouse, your home, your office, I have products for that as well. Right. So I do recommend too the moonstone spheres. These are $35. These large moonstone spheres, and these have the both blue flash on them and the golden flash on them. Each one of them. Really cool. You guys can see the flash. I don't know if you guys can see the flash in the video, but these are pretty large moon, and these all come with stands. And we also have blue tiger's eye. This is the blue tiger's eye sphere. These are really nice. I don't know if you guys can. It might be too dark, but go to my website. You can find them on my website, the blue tiger's eye. And I highly recommend for palm stones. I even have all different size labradorite hearts that we made, and I can make these in pendants as well. These all have the purple flash. Look at that, that's the golden fire flash on this one. Look at that. See that? Check that out. The golden heart fire. Check that flash out, Rob. Look.
I love that. That's beautiful, man.
Yeah, these are labradorite hearts. And I really highly recommend the reticulated quartz palm stones. This is a really large one too. Huge. Look at the size of that one. And these ones are see-through. Really high, AAA grade. This one is 6.68 ounces. Beautiful. That's a great. That's a huge size. And I'll do this for $33. That's a huge deal for that size of reticulated quartz palm stone. That's a huge steal. All hand carved right here. AAA grade reticulated quartz. Look at the black tourmaline embedded in there. Incredible. Big, huge strands of black tourmaline embedded in there. And if you hold this up into the light, it's see-through. It's AAA grade. Beautiful piece. Yep, rutile quartz. I just also finished a moss agate skull. If someone's interested in it, I think might be in the other room. I have to go get it in a minute. But it's a pretty nice large size. I have all sorts of specimens, all sorts of stuff. We got small specimens, large specimens. I have some aura quartz that we finished, rose aura quartz. And I even have, like, if you guys want like $1, $2 crystals, $3 crystals, of course you have to pay for the shipping too. But we got like if you guys want like little grounding stones, all sorts. You guys can, like, we have like little bloodstone grounding stones, a bloodstone, and all sorts of crystals of all different types. These are little bloodstones, the red and green bloodstone. I don't know if you guys can see them. Yeah, it's not great light right here. This is not the best light for it, but I can make all different packages for people. And I have gemstones, all sorts of gemstones, aquamarine, opal, every kind pretty much, topaz, apatite, and we got any kind of we just got some fire quartz towers in as well. This is a really nice one. Beautiful fire quartz. I just made a couple of amulets of fire quartz too. and I have all Herkimer diamonds. Also, you guys, I have all price ranges of Herkimer diamonds from $2 each all the way up to $100 and more each. So I got all price ranges. So these come right from the New York mine right here. And these are Herkimer diamonds, Herkimer diamond quartz from upstate New York mine here. And I have all different sizes and clarities. So you guys can tell me in the chat room if you want one. I even have a couple of smoky ones in there that have the petroleum deposits. And I have all different pendants and amulets made out of copper and Herkimer diamonds. And I can make custom ones too. I even have a few natural amber amulets left. This is natural amber. So, and we have hundreds of copper and gemstone spiral devices.
What about shipping overseas? Like, what if people want to order from overseas? Like, how does that work out? Like,
it's $35 flat rate overseas.
So if you're ordering from overseas, I would get a bigger order. That way, it's worth it for you. You know, like,
yep, it's between $30 and $35 flat rate overseas. That's what I charge. Even if it's Canada, it's about $30 to ship something usually. So I charge a flat rate.
It's expensive. Yeah, I know. I've done it with merch myself. Like it's yeah. Sometimes I would be shipping a $20 t-shirt or a $30 t-shirt, and it would cost me like $30 to ship it to Australia, you know?
Yeah, and on my website, I for in the United States, I don't charge for shipping. It's included in the price. And for international, there's a extra, I think 30 or 35, depending on where you are in at the checkout. So, but I ship everywhere. I've shipped pretty much everywhere.
Yeah.
Even Australia many times, New Zealand, all over Europe, you know, everywhere. Pennsylvania. Yeah, you guys can see the beautiful golden flash on these. Look at that. This is the black obsidian. Yeah, I could see it in the see that golden flash all over that? It's like a spiraling fingerprint. All over. Really high quality. Yeah. Armbands? Do I do armbands? I could do an armband. Yeah, I mean, I could do custom orders. Yeah. I have all sorts of pendants and amulets and different things, you know. It depends what gauge copper. Like, you know, I just twisted this copper here. This is a small gauge of twisted copper. So, you know, we can make all sorts of different devices and things from the twisted copper. Depends what gauge you want. Oh, I even made these. I love these types of the moss agate with the spiraling twisted copper tensor coil around it with the moss agate.
I love that. That's nice. Yeah.
These are awesome. I also have some of I just made one of these in fire quartz as well. And I highly recommend the shungite. I have one, even if you don't want the twisted copper. This is collector's grade elite noble shungite with the heavy gauge copper coil. This is the antique copper with the shungite. Really cool piece.
Emerging through the 410. She says she'll look at your website. So when you go to his website, Emerging Through the 410, remember to use the code Typical Skeptic 12. That'll 12% off. Plus, you'll be supporting the podcast.
Yeah. You know? Yep. This piece is on there right here. This is my heel shield. Harmonic evolutionary altruistic light. My heel shield. This is the EMF protection. Elite noble shungite with the heavy gauge antique copper coil. I also have these with the twisted copper as well, but this one's really unique and cool looking.
Shout out to Sherry in the chat. Thanks for stopping by, Sherry. She said happy St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Emerging Through the 410. Thanks for stopping by. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I hope you find something on his website you like.
Yep. I
And
even have I have all price ranges. Even these ones are only $20. Look, these are Royal Cubit twisted copper coils around Arkansas quartz. Really cool piece. Look at that twisted copper coil. It's the Royal Cubit measurement with the twisted copper tensor. And the beautiful, it comes with necklace material, free gift. Really cool piece.
I'm gonna put it in the chat, and I'm gonna put it up on the screen. I think they already did, but I'm gonna do it again. Like where, so it'll be the mystical.
Here's an aquamarine sphere with the twisted copper coil. We have all different types of opal pendants, hydro quartz. This one is a hydro bubble. This is ancient water moving around inside this. Himalayan hydro quartz pendant. Really cool piece here. Right here is a water bubble that moves around like a lava lamp inside of it. Really cool. That's my limited edition 2026 in hydro amulet. This one is the Gaia Grounder. The Gaia Grounder is the moss agate, right? And then we have all sorts of opal pendants, all qualities of gemstone opal. This is the fire quartz one that I just made. Really high level AAA grade fire quartz with the copper coil, Royal Cubit copper coil. This is the year of the fire horse amulet, because this is the year of the fire horse right now.
That's cool.
You guys can find this right on my website already. And it's on sale today, and you could get an extra 12% off with the coupon code. Then we got my Pulse of the Pleiades amulet. This is insane quality Ethiopian opal gemstone with the Royal Cubit antique copper coil. And this opal has, oh man, so much flash on it. You just can't, you're not going to be able to see with this lighting right here. But look at the clarity and thickness of that opal. You guys can look for it on my website. This is the Pulse of Pleiades amulet. If you guys want to look it up on my website to see the better pictures, I'll give you guys a deal in the chat room right now if you want to claim it. Look on my website, the Mystical Spiral store. It's the Pulse of Pleiades amulet. You'll see the pictures of it and the video of it better. Pulse of Pleiades amulet. We'll look at this. We'll keep this up in the chat room. It's over $200 on my website. You'll see why. I'll do a significant deal in the chat room for it tonight if someone's interested. We also got the collector's grade twisted Royal Cubit copper with the collector's grade Elite Noble Shungite. Look at this large piece with the Royal Cubit twisted copper coil. Beautiful piece. This is like the nickel flash Shungite. Look at that. Insane piece.
Hell yeah.
EMF protection. Huge piece of Elite Noble Shungite. With the spiral copper coil tensor. Well, that $50 crystal ball is not on my website, Eric. That's from my inventory right here, my crystal ball box. I do have some crystal balls on my website, but not that $50 one. And it would be more on my website. I'm doing a significant deal. So if you want to claim that, you could claim it right now, and I'll make you an invoice for you on my website. Because that one's, you're not going to find that on my website, that $50 crystal ball. That's for right here, right now. So what was I going to say? Oh yeah, that's the Elite Noble Shungite. Let me put that back in here. We even got little crystal skulls. This is an ocean jasper crystal skull with the antique copper coil. This is up on my website as well. Really cool piece. Ocean jasper crystal skull. This is one of my favorite pieces. Who's making fun of something over there, Rob?
No, someone was texting me something funny, but it's not about this. It was something else. It was like, yeah.
This is a malachite specimen. You guys look on my website. This is because it's green, so it's not going to show up with the green screen. This is the Eyes of Urani amulet. The malachite.
Eric wants to know your PayPal. Eric wants to PayPal you, I think.
My PayPal is I'll put it in the chat room. That's the email. The email is moontribe712 at Hotmail, and then it's the Mystical Spiral is the name of it, or you'll see my name. But moontribe712 is my PayPal.
Hi, Sekola. Good to see you. Glad you're here.
And make sure you include your address on there, and I'll include you a free gift package as well, brother. Everybody that orders from my website gets free gifts, and I always include really cool gifts. I have a whole bunch of petrified wood from the Hopi tribe. If you guys, and they all come with a letter of authenticity. And I even have a lot of, I can make amulets for you guys if you want to. Like this is a petrified wood and antique copper coil amulet, really cool. And I have all different levels of petrified wood and kinds. Pretty much any kind of crystal gemstone you guys are looking for, I have. I have a whole bunch of watermelon tourmaline specimens, quartz specimens, kyanite specimens. I have big kyanite specimens like this, if you guys are interested.
Wait, what's your email again? Moontribe712 at hotmail.com?
Yep.
That's the PayPal. I'm putting it in the chat again because it didn't go through.
Yep.
There, I just put it in the chat, Eric. It's moontribe712 at hotmail.com.
And this is some of my Herkimer diamond pendants like this. This is a petroleum deposit Herkimer diamond with the royal cubic copper coil, twisted royal cubic copper coil. Really cool. Yeah, I don't know why my texts aren't showing up in the chat room. Maybe I'm blocked or something.
No, I don't think you're blocked. It's maybe weird. Like other people were having issues tonight too. Michelle said her texts weren't going through for some reason. Like
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I see mine, but nobody else does for some reason.
That's weird. I'm gonna check that. I'm gonna check right now if I can. I don't want to mess up the stream though. I don't. Yeah. I don't think you're blocked though. I wouldn't block you. Like,
this is even a crystal skull of fire matrix opal wrapped in copper.
Oh yeah, I'd love to see some crystal skulls. Did you bring any crystal skulls to the show? Like that would be cool.
I have a whole bunch of crystal skulls to show. I have small ones and bigger ones. And okay, so there's one that we just finished, the moss agate. Let me grab that one first. I want to show you guys that one. All right, so this one is just finished. This is from a moss agate geode, and it has some spots like little druzy spots in it. Really nice piece, but of course because of the green screen, it's not going to show up. I'm about to put it on my website, but it's pretty. Let me see how large it is. This is over a pound. It's 16.4 ounces right here. So pretty nice size. Check that out. Moss agate and really high level. Over a pound, and it's pretty big size. What do you think of this one, Rob?
That's beautiful. That is beautiful.
Yeah, that's moss agate. It is almost like a bit of an elongated skull as well. That one was just finished. Also, this quartz skull just finished. This has got some nice rainbow on it all throughout it. Check out this quartz skull, Rob.
That's beautiful. I love that.
It's got a nice rainbow throughout it. Nice size as well. Look at that rainbow all throughout it. Yeah, this is nice. This one's nice. Yeah, agate slices are nice as well. I have some beautiful slabs. If people are looking for slabs like that, slices, I have some amethyst slabs. Oh man, I got some really pink amethyst, some really nice ones. So check this out. I even have some high level selenite slabs. Now that you mentioned the slabs and the slices, so check these out. I even have some thunderstones and some different slices. This is a nice mixture of pink amethyst. This comes with a stand as well. Pink amethyst slab, which is quite rare. It's like almost looks like a piece of wood, and it comes with a beautiful. It comes with the stand, but this has beautiful pink amethyst flower in there. Look, this is a pink amethyst flower agate druzy.
I love that.
Slab. And look, it's like a wood. It looks like wood on the sides. Beautiful slab here. And this comes with a stand. Beautiful centerpiece. And I have, the coconut druzy quartz, the sear stone slab. Beautiful druzy in there. Look at that. I'll do this one for $40 plus shipping. That's a great deal. Look at the beautiful druzy crystals in there. Comes with a stand. Look at all that druzy. And this is the sear stone. Beautiful piece. Who doesn't want that? Going once, going twice at $40. That's a huge deal. All right, so I'm gonna put that $50 package. I'm gonna give you a free crystal ball with that and a stand. I'm gonna put that aside for you. Let me write this down for Eric. I gave you a little mini crystal ball with it as well, and I'll send you a free Herkimer diamond with that as well. And I got you the glass stand. I'm putting the glass stand with it, so that's a good deal. Let me write this down. Eric, right? Eric. All right, Eric. Wait till you see the crystal ball in person. You're gonna see how high quality that is. Look at the clarity from far away. It's you can actually see it better from far away when I was putting it up close. Maybe look at the clarity of this.
Surfing the Stars on Rumble wants to know. He says he's late. She says they're late. They says who's selling this stuff. This is Rock Castaldo. He's been a guest on my show before, and this is all from his store, The Mystical Spiral. And if you look on the screen, Surfing the Stars, it says The Mystical Spiral store.com. You use the code Typical Skeptic 12 if you want any of this stuff.
Yep, and I have all different levels, even the high level harmonizer, copper harmonizers, if you want. Harmonizers. We have copper work, copper, and all sorts of crystals. We got the reticulated quartz palm stones. We got labradorite. I mean, pretty much any type of crystal you want, we got it. We have over 10 years of inventory. So what you see on my website is only a small portion of our inventory. I put up different stuff every day. So I have hundreds of pendants made, hundreds of crystal balls, hundreds of palm stones, hundreds of specimens, crystal balls. We have a huge inventory here. So let me know what you guys are looking for. And we got it. Towers, crystal balls, specimens. Like we even have, if you guys are looking for like quartz specimens, I'll show you guys some quartz specimens. We have different quartz specimens from Himalayas and from Brazil. These are really high quality quartz specimens. All got rainbow, AAA grade clusters. We got apophyllite clusters, amethyst clusters. We got some lab grown ruby if you're interested. This is the lab grown ruby honeycombs, and these are highly UV reactive. I have a few of those towers left. All right, so I got Eric's order put away. All right, Eric's taken care of. But I definitely highly recommend the amulets, like the fire quartz one that I just showed you guys with the antique copper coil around it. This is the twisted copper tensor coil around the fire quartz. Just made this one. This is the year of the fire quartz. Really like that one. And we got all sorts of pieces. Even if you guys want like the Brazilian quartz crystal balls that I showed you guys earlier, if you guys want those into copper tensor coil amulets, they'll look something like this. This is one of the crystal balls in the tensor coil, the spiral tensor coil. And these stand up by themselves even too. They're really cool. And they come with necklace material and free gift. Really cool. And it's AAA grade Brazilian quartz inside of these. And there's rainbow all over it. Really insane. This is the inner light activator. Which is AAA grade Brazilian quartz crystal ball with the royal cubic copper coil. So, people, let me know. Let me know out there. And like I said, I have all sorts of palm stones. You got the labradorite. These all have the high flash on the purple flash and mixed flash all over them. So I got all sorts of labradorite palm stones, obsidian. These ones are my favorite, the reticulated quartz. So I do custom orders. And I have all sorts of smaller stones if you guys want little palm stones, like little smaller stones as well. And all sorts of towers, strawberry quartz towers, fluorite towers. We got these strawberry quartz ones if you guys are interested in strawberry quartz towers. Vivianite. I got some Vivianite amulets. I even got some flower agate freeforms. A couple of these flower agate freeforms left. These are really beautiful. The flame freeforms. And yeah, Vivianite is quite rare. And I have different sizes of Vivianite, and I have different pendants made of Vivianite. The Vivianite is like this. Can't see it really good in the light here, but it's twisted greenish blue. and it can even grow on dead bodies, Vivianite. And it's this one is really, these are really high quality, but I have bigger Vivianite pieces if you guys want to see Vivianite too. But I have a whole bunch of Vivianite. And if you look on my website, I have some amulets with the twisted copper coil around the Vivianite. I love Vivianite. Dude, I pulled out so much inventory. If you see all the stuff I have out right now. It's spread out everywhere now. Well, let me know, guys, if you guys are interested in shungite, Herkimer diamonds, anything. I have a whole bunch of Herkimer diamonds in all different sizes. To me, that's one of the best types of quartz in the world. Probably my favorite type of quartz is Herkimer diamond quartz. And like I said, I do custom orders. So if you guys wanted like any size crystal skull, even, human size crystal skulls, like this is a smoky quartz. We do custom orders. This is a smoky quartz crystal skull. And a lot of my products I bring to the Sacred Dolmen during winter solstice solar alignment here in North Salem, New York. There's an archaeoastronomy alignment on winter solstice with the sun. It's a solar alignment. And I imprint crystals there, so you guys can check that out on my website. You can see all the rainbow inside this beauty. This is beautiful smoky quartz guy. And we got all different sizes, all different types of crystal skulls, even labradorite. You guys see the high quality when labradorite has the flash all over it like that. See that blue flash? So we can do all sorts of custom skulls. This one's a little bit of an alien looking more. This one, I like this one. This is a rose quartz. Really high quality rose quartz right here. We even have a few really cool crystal skulls. This one's natural citrine. I have smaller ones of this available, but natural citrine is quite rare actually. Most people sell heat treated citrine. This is a natural citrine giant skull, the Star Traveler. And we have smaller ones available. The smallest one I have available is around $380. And this one would be about $1,000 for this size citrine. This one's pretty massive. Well, I'm gonna bounce then, brother.
Well, that was this is great, man. I mean, Is there anything else you want to share before we take off, or?
No, I mean that's pretty much it because I gotta clean all this stuff up now. So, like, if people want any of it, you guys saw. I go to my website if you're looking for better pictures and videos. I'm sorry the camera's not so great to see here, but I highly recommend you using the coupon code of Robs. And contact me. I can make you a custom package if you guys want anything. And I have hundreds of pendants made. I pretty much have anything you're looking for. And the best thing about my website is we hand source all our crystals. And if I don't send, I get them directly from the people who hand source them. If I don't hand source them ourselves, and we carve our own crystals and we make our own copper work. It's taken us over a decade to get to this point. And everything is done in-house, so you don't have to go to China and get ripped off and get fake crystals and all that shit. You can come right here to an American small family business, the mysticalspiralstore.com. I have all premium, high-quality crystals, all done in-house. And you're helping out Rob when you use the coupon code as well. Thank you guys for having me, and Spiral.
All right, guys. That was a fun show. I'm trying to think. Tomorrow, we got some stuff going on. Tomorrow we got Arkeem Raw. Thursday we got Penny Bradley. Nothing for Friday. Saturday we got some people from James Rink's channel: Kimberly Lusana, Andrew Chatsky. Monday Drago Reed. Sunday Indigo Angel. So it's gonna be a lit week here at the Typical Skeptic Podcast. We got some really good shows coming up. So. Yeah, and again, that's tomorrow, Arkeem Raw, Thursday, Penny Bradley, Friday, nothing on schedule yet. Saturday, Andrew Chatsky, Kimberly Lusana from James Rinks, Sunday, Indigo Angel, Monday, Drago Reed. That's what I've been working on so far. Oh, and Anchor Haven, I will get a hold of you. Yeah, we'll definitely do a show, Anchor Haven. I've been meaning to do that. I'm booking people for this week and next week, so I definitely will get a hold of you, and we'll do that for sure. And anybody else that wants to be a guest, like I saw Matthew Morning was in the chat. I'll probably get a hold of Matthew for another show. We'll get the Psychic Duck on. I got to get some more psychic readers on. I know you guys like when I have the readings, so yeah, we'll do that too. We'll get some readers on, and it'll be a fun week. And does anybody have any questions before I go? Anybody have anything you want to ask me or anything? And you can, might as well. I'm still here, so if there's anything you want to talk about or ask me, shoot now and before I log off. And I'm going to share the link. If you want to support the podcast, you can. Let me see. Let me put the links in the chat. If you want to support the show, it would be greatly appreciated. Let me see here. Let me put it in the chat. And you can Zelle too. You can use Zelle. I'll put the Zelle in. When is Merlin coming back? I wish I knew, Surfing the Stars. Maybe he could help this crazy world we're living in, right? That would be pretty cool, right? If Merlin came back. I mean, I don't know. Indigo Angel says, is this the red light special? Yeah, I have the red light going on. Yeah, for healing purposes. That way everybody can get some healing, right? We all need healing. Sequoia says, Robo, are you still thinking and reading about the war? Yeah, I am. I've been paying close attention to it because I think there's a lot going on, and it's really, I think we're in really scary times. Honestly, I really think we are. I think it could go really bad. Honestly, I do. And so I'm trying to stay away from it, but it's hard to stay away from it. But I'd like to just this week I'd really like to focus on the paranormal. And I'd like to, and not just the paranormal, but like all this stuff we talk about, like SSP targeting. I'm really trying to go away from the war. I don't really want to talk about that anymore. You know what I mean? I'm kind of over that shit. Even in my personal conversations, I want to get rid of it. I don't even want to talk about this war anymore. But I have a feeling with the guests that I have coming on this week that we're going to be touching on it. So yeah. So, but I mean, we'll always have fun. We always do. Sequoia says you can't help yourself. I know I can't, right? Yeah, well, because I care. I care about humanity, right? I care about everyone. That's my thing. I really do. I want everybody to I want everybody to be happy and everybody to be, that's why I did that meditation for world peace, because I some part of me hopes that we can all just be, figure this out, but I mean, we'll see, right? So, yeah. Well, I love you guys all, and I thank you for coming tonight. Definitely support Ra's store. I have the thing on the screen. MysticalSpiderStore.com. Use Typical Skeptic 12, and I'm gonna go work out now, and I will see you guys soon. Good night, everyone. I love.